A put options contract is where the buyer, now the holder of a contract, is given the right to sell the security at the agreed-upon strike price. When the holder exercises the option, they sell the shares at the strike price and then immediately buy them back at the current market price to cover the position. The difference between the two values is their profit. People buy put options when they think the value of the security is going to go down below the strike price. If that happens, the holder can exercise the option and sell the security above market value. Let's look at how put options work in numbers. The buyer of a put option, now called the holder, agrees to sell the stock at strike price. The value of the stock today is at $55, and the strike price of this put option is $52. If the premium paid to the seller is $2, the break-even price will be $52 minus $2. Essentially, the holder needs the stock to go down below $50 to make money on this option. So if the current stock price goes down to $48 before the contract expires, the holder exercises the option and sells the shares for $52 each, and then buys them back for $48. The $4 difference covers the premium the holder paid for this option contract and results in $2 of profit per share. In practice, most people don't exercise the options but buy and sell the option contracts. Let's look at how we price a put option. The price of an options contract is the same as the premium value. It is the combination of two different numbers, the intrinsic value and the time premium or time value. The first part, the intrinsic value, is tied to the actual worth of the underlying asset. It represents the difference between the option strike price and the current market price of the underlying asset. When that equals 0 or less, the option is out of the money. The time value represents the potential for the option to gain intrinsic value before expiration. It is influenced by several factors, like the volatility of the underlying stock, interest rates and market conditions, etc. The time value diminishes exponentially as the option approaches its expiration date. Time value is contract price minus intrinsic value. Let's see an example where the price or premium of the put option contract is $16 for a $215 strike price for 1 month. The current value of the stock is $213. The intrinsic value is the strike price minus the current stock price, which is $2. This contract is in the money because the intrinsic value is positive. The contract price or premium value is $16 and the time value portion of the option price equals $14 because we subtract the intrinsic value. Let's say the value of the same stock is less favorable at $218. Then strike price minus the current stock value is minus 3. Any negative value means that the intrinsic value of the contract is 0 and the option is considered out of the money. If the intrinsic value is 0 and the contract price is $16, the time value equals $16 too, because without intrinsic value, it makes up the entire premium amount. In the next steps, you can find out more about selling option contracts and how Option Up can help you make the best investments.